Plankton squeezed his soul right out of his body to successfully get his hands on the Krabby Patty formula.
Looked like I just saw a ghost.
But Karen thought Plankton had accidentally died, so she had no choice but to throw him a huge funeral. As a ghost, Plankton successfully passed through the walls of the Krusty Krab. However, he discovered that in his ghostly state, he couldn't touch the bottle containing the formula. Just then, laughter echoed through the air. Furious, he rushed outside and saw the Flying Dutchman sitting in a chair. The Flying Dutchman told the tiny Plankton that on his first day as a ghost, there was no way he could grab anything. Then the Flying Dutchman phased right through the safe and easily snatched the Krabby Patty formula. Seeing Plankton's desperate expression, the Flying Dutchman decided to teach him how to grab things. First, he had to learn how to shapeshift at will. But no matter how hard Plankton tried, he could only transform himself into a single word, and the Flying Dutchman ruthlessly mocked him for it. Then, Plankton successfully transformed into a one-eyed version of the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman told Plankton that to successfully pick up objects he needed to keep his emotions in a constant state of anger. Plankton conjured up a hammer and slammed it hard into the Flying Dutchman. Then he phased into the safe, and this time he easily grabbed the secret formula. But he quickly ran into a new problem. The formula couldn't pass through the safe like he could. Forced to give up, Plankton wanted to return to his own body, but discovered that Karen had already put his corpse in a coffin and even held a funeral for him.
This is the worst funeral of mine I've ever been to. Watch these idiots scream when I get back in my body and jump out of that coffin.
You can't go back in your body now.
I'm not dead. I'm just a temporary ghost. My body is in suspended animation.
When the Flying Dutchman learned that Plankton was just an empty shell, he came up with a crazy idea and directly possessed Plankton's body. However, Plankton's relatives all felt like they'd been deceived, and the crowd surrounded Plankton.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'd rather be a dead me than an alive you. Bye.